Welcome. LIB, how you doing, man?
What's happening?
Hey, I already miss you. I just seen you a couple days ago, and it's like, man, I already miss him. My dog sitting here whimpering. Mr.
Yeah,
Wonderful, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm
Nice.
still kind of getting tripped out with the people walking in the background, though.
Hey, you gotta like that, man. Camera's always on, you know it. Yeah, we're gonna have people in and out. People are running late today, but I hope everybody's had a fantastic start of the week. Got some good things coming, great videos coming. I am blown away of what I've seen in person with the guys out in LIB. I'm blown away of what I've seen on video that we've captured. Uh, there's a lot.
plus everything we didn't see that they're gonna see.
Yeah, just amazing. It was amazing time. But let's start off real quick and give some hellos. Victoria, hello. How you doing? Heather, how you doing? Jan, how you doing? Diana. Let's see. Goodens. T-Mac. Eric. Andy. Elena. How y'all doing? Thanks.
Oh, she made it. Hey, babe.
Sorry, I don't got my glasses on, so there's a lot of squinting. Can't get them till after the New Year's.
I couldn't even find this damn stream. I was trying to find it to share it.
Yeah.
I got a notification.
Yeah. I just clicked it on.
Oh,
Marianne, how you doing? So let's get into this, man. Let's get into this real quick. Oh gosh. So what'd you think about Ohio? What you seen of Ohio?
oh, me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. All of it was good. Yeah, every location was different in its own right, and I enjoyed it all. You know, I'm actually looking forward to the footage too because we were just kind of going as much as we could, and just kind of recovering and and then going back out.
Yeah. It was like nonstop, kind of.
Yeah, it was cool though. I really enjoyed it, especially the first night. That was fun, just kind of tracking something, And then the night with the guys was cool too. It was kind of fun because there was a lot of different. It was such a full moon and it was just beautiful out there.
Yeah,
And then
Friday.
the day trip was cool. That was probably my favorite though. The one that you and I did in the daytime. That was probably my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, we ran into that nesting area.
Uh-huh.
That was crazy. That was a big nesting area.
Yeah, big is an understatement. It's I hope it comes through on camera because it's massive. Yeah, massive. And then it definitely goes. There. It's almost like there was just multiples as we went through.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, when I was running that thermal, we definitely, you were walking off and you were like, something's over there. And I just grabbed the thermal and turned it on. And wow, yeah, that was pretty amazing because you were rounding the tree, kind of like you went down a little bit, went in a little bit, and it stayed away from you. It like rounded the tree, but I caught it over here. As soon as you start walking back towards me, it rounded to the other side.
I don't mind being the bait. The one night we were out, I was sitting there in the dark, just sitting in the snow in the creek with my flashlight off, just trying to see. I was like, you know what? Nothing's really moving. I was like, let's see if I can kind of get it to. Maybe if I get up in its business,
yeah,
maybe it'll come.
yeah. Good times. Thank you for stopping in, everyone. I know this was a quick get to it, but it happens. Great pop-ups. Great pop-ups. Yeah, man. It was good times. A lot of good stuff, man. It's hard to even think of where to start, you know? It's like so much to say, but I worked throughout the night. I worked on this, getting the video together for 2.5 days through the whole night. I mean, there's a lot of footage. Part 1 is just 4 hours.
Yeah, I might just send you all my footage and let you have at it for, maybe a part 2 or whatever. I don't know, but because it's a lot. I was motivated, like on the way home, I was motivated to, to get it done. And as you know, I hit a brick wall and of snow and couldn't do anything. I couldn't get very far. I tried to, pound through it, but it got to the point where it was just too dangerous. And I ended up in a Bald Eagle State Park or something in Pennsylvania. Some little rinky-dink cabin, overpriced. But I didn't know where I was. I Googled, I was trying to talk to my phone. Hey, Google, like, show me hotels in the area. It was like, next hotel is like 100 miles away. I'm like, all right. So I go on B&B and I'm literally like reading the signs and it's like, telling me, 2 miles ahead is this town. And like, doesn't seem like a lot of time on a highway, but we were going so slow in the snow that I was having time to kind of punch it in but it was dangerous doing that. So I had to just wing it. And this place had no heat and it was just coming down outside. And I had to shovel my way out of there like for hours. So
easy.
Yeah, an 8-hour trip turned into like a 28-hour trip.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Victoria says, so guys, what were some of the lessons learned before you tell us what happened? I learned a lot. I learned a lot off LIB, watching him, listening to him out there. He enlightened me on a lot of things that I didn't know, which was nice. So everything that he showed me and told me, things that I didn't know will just enhance me being out, when I go out alone or go out with the guys. It was really nice.
Yeah, especially that one area, the daytime, it's a lot easier to show it in the light, you know what I mean? It just is, even with the brightest flashlight, you have to sometimes you gotta like outline things and be like, this is what I'm talking about, and and it's difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great lessons, a lot of lessons. I mean, well, I wouldn't say lessons. It's more.
It's good to pick up things off each other, definitely. Yeah, like see what each other, see what the other person sees. And there's a lot of things, that I was sharing with you that I don't share in the open. You know what I mean? When you're sitting next to someone, you could be like, "Oh, check this out," and this and this, and I can't put it out there. Like I just can't. It's backfired too many times. Like so now I just kind of keep it close to the hip, and I hope it's not happening to you. It looks like it might be, but I'm taking a lot of punches along the way from the man, I guess.
Well, yeah. You were with me when the man blocked me out for 6 hours because I won't say, what they want me to say.
Yeah.
I will not comply.
Will not comply. Yeah, that's the good verbiage they use.
Yeah. Yep.
Even logging on to here tonight, there was something else that they wanted me to. I had never seen it before, but it was like, accept this or you can't do it. And I'm like, seriously? I'm like, so am I supposed to read all this?
Yeah. They want you to check mark this, do that.
Yeah. You scroll to the bottom of like 18 pages to click an accept box, and it's like, what's in this thing? Like, I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah. Well, it's sad. They want you to do all these, and a lot of people aren't fighting. That's the problem. A lot of people just give in and go, okay, well, I'll just do it because, they want you to go out there and say, this is for entertainment purposes only. What I'm doing is not entertainment. What I'm doing is showing, I don't want to say this is for entertainment purposes because I'm not, it might be entertaining, but we're on a mission here,
Well, that's why I had to stop saying I was doing like research and like I just steer away from certain words.
Right.
I just say I do boots on the ground, work, and or I say the words like team, different things. Like I don't know, but it was getting bad when I would say certain things, and eventually, what it does is it steers everyone away, and they win. It is what it is. That's a whole nother topic, but
Right. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, we got some good, solid evidence. And in the video that's gonna drop tomorrow, the sad thing is I could circle some things, but I couldn't circle others because I'm seeing when I start circling things and pointing things out.
Yeah.
That's when the videos get held up.
It kicks you back, yeah. Mine do it too. It comes back as metadata unrecognized or something, and it won't let me put up videos like that. It's true and it's sad, but
yeah,
I don't know. And now they have this new altered content thing too, so you have to agree to that, and if it doesn't meet certain standards and blah blah blah, it's rough. What I was gonna say is there was that one point where I think I kind of was like pointing like, oh, there's something over to my right, I think, or something like they're pacing us or whatever. I think you're kind of filming over my head at something, and it's sitting there, and then like I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think you kind of looked away and looked back, and it was just like, see ya. We both kind of looked away for a second and came back, and it was gone, and that was something.
Yeah.
It might not, again, like I know this from experience. It might not look huge on camera, but whatever the hell that was big. It was off in the distance, but at that given time, it was out in the open.
Right.
between the trees.
I wish you guys didn't see me out there. That was the problem.
And the biggest thing is too is I have it zoomed in, on the camera one time. So it's not when it's zoomed in one time, what is it, like 10 feet, 10 or 20 feet in front of me is one times, I believe it is.
Okay.
When it zoomed, the camera zoomed in.
Oh, yeah. Something to that effect, yeah.
But I caught that on video, and something happened to the right of us. And, it's instinct to look over because you don't, you're kind of in a dangerous spot. You don't know if it's a wild animal.
Uh-huh.
So your instinct is to look over. And then exactly when we looked over, just 2 seconds to look over and then look back, it was gone.
Yeah, the one night when I was kind of playing bait up on the ridge, I was high up on that ridge in a sketchy spot. And I turned everything off and just kind of, I don't think you guys knew where I was even, because I know T-Mac lost track of me at one point and he like wandered off. So I'm like, all right, I guess I did a good job hiding myself.
Yeah.
And then I stayed silent for a while, and something I could hear it. There was like there was a big ridge, like a big ridge, and then like I'd say a hill, maybe even a mountain. Some would consider it to an extent, right? It's probably a couple hundred feet tall, and there was like rolling ridges on the side of it. And I guess you guys maybe you call them ravines, I think. And
Right.
And there was something moving clearly on the other side of it. So I kind of look and I see 2 flashlights, and then I see one kind of dancing in the way distance, which is you. So I'm like, all right, it's not them, which I already knew, but I kind of wanted to confirm it like really quick. So I go back to listening and I don't hear it moving no more. Then I do. So I go over the ridge. This was right after we heard some weird call. Yeah, I don't think you guys heard it, but T-Mag and I did. And then so I'm like, oh, I'm going to go over that ridge. And there was nothing there, like nothing. And I'm like, all right. So I go down all the way to the bottom to the creek, and something goes by me, like, and hisses 3 times. Like, I don't know if I got it on camera. I haven't looked over anything, but it did like a like this, like, maybe it was a cat. I have no idea. Like, I couldn't tell you, but I think one of the other guys had the camera on me or the thermal on me or whatever. I don't know if they did or they didn't, but it was. No, I don't think anything got picked up visually, but it was pretty weird. I don't know what else would do it. What else could go by in dead silence without making a noise?
Right.
You know, because I had literally just been, and it wasn't far. It was like right 10 feet away from me. Whatever was doing it,
Oh,
whatever
right.
it was close by.
Right.
So it's one of those. I've never had anything hiss at me before. Never.
Right.
Been face to face with snakes and fisher cats and with different cats, whatever. Like, nothing's ever hissed at me.
Yeah. And the prints there were just amazing.
Yes.
That night, the prints were just, I mean, they were big. They were just going left, right. I mean, so
Yeah, all over the
it was
place.
like we were picking and each going to where.
Yeah, you'd have to. Here's the thing about it too. The creek was pretty much iced over almost everywhere, and the ground was hard. I mean, hard.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it was like a rocky, like almost like a mountain terrain, like really hard. Like a mason's dream, because with doing a gravel driveway, like it was perfectly hard, everywhere. So in order to put something in that, I couldn't even slam my foot down and make a mark, really, So whatever was stepping there was friggin' heavy.
Oh, absolutely. And I believe I show that on film, me stomping on the ground.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did it a couple times at least. I was like, look, because I do it all the time. If I find a print, possibly, I'm like, well, let's see how easy it is to make, because maybe Captain Dum Dum came down here with his dog or what. You don't know. You have to take everything into consideration. Maybe the guy's dog took off and he had to follow it down here and way off trail. It's a
Yeah.
possibility. So let's see if it's possible for me to make a mark. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the chances of somebody much heavier than me coming down here is slim. Or they'd have to be up near 300 pounds to outweigh me. So, it's like, you get my drift.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is amazing footage we got. I believe we all got amazing footage.
Yeah, definitely.
Trapper's
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, Trapper's supposed to be jumping in here at some point. Okay, Connie says, question, which thing has red eyes? I see videos with red eye shine. I see that on hunts. I really don't like the whites. What are they? I'm content not hunting for them. I don't know what makes the red eye shine.
I mean, when we went out, I mean, you saw the red eyes also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I filmed a red eye shine at TP Village right before I came to you. Well, the last video at least I put out, and I didn't get any like negativity off of it or anything like that. I just
Right.
I think it was just kind of like making sure I saw it, And it wasn't eye shine; it was eye glow. At least that's what I think. But then again, it looked like it changed, like what was just said. Like, it was white at one point, then it was red. So, what goes into that? You have a lot of people that'll tell you answers, and like have a solid answer. Yeah, this is what it is, and this is what it means. But I don't think we can just go that quick to a conclusion, because there's too many things. There's too many possibilities. There's too many options of what can do it, what could it be, and then multiple things possibly, right? Like, maybe there's a lot of multiples involved.
Yeah, that's why I'd rather just give the answer of I don't know.
Yeah. I guess I did that the long way. Yeah.
No, you did it the right way. I just, yeah, like you said, there's just so many things out there, and without being able to see it and just seeing the eyes, you know.
Yeah. It could have the first time I heard whatever it was, I heard it going through the leaves, and it does. I have a sense of what that sound is at this point, and like all these different animals even that go through it because I'm out there so much. And this was more like. So here's the thing about it: it wasn't like a dragged sound, like something going through the leaves, like a constant. It was something, or even something hopping. It was like I'm over here, and then now I'm here, and then I'm over there, and it was gone. And it made like a sound almost like there's 3 times as it went through. It was dead silent. Whatever it was dead silent with its footwork.
Yeah.
At least that's my opinion of what happened. What's up, Trap?
What's up?
Up,
Yeah.
up.
Well, how's everybody?
Good, good. How you feeling after your fall?
Oh, I'm feeling just good.
His fault.
Yeah, Connie. Not all eyes do that. That's for sure.
He's talking about that night we were out.
What's that?
Are you talking about the night we were out?
No, the question you asked about the eye shine.
I thought you said, how'd you feel after your fall?
Oh yeah, for Trapper. Thank you, Tennessee. Thank you all for being here. If I missed you coming in, thank you.
I was high up on the ridge, and Trapper decided to come up the hard way.
Who needs trails, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, that's not my house lights. That's just a background.
I actually fell right before that, and I ended up just making the best out of it, and I just said, screw it. I sat down and slid down the rest of I slid down like a. Then I had like that like mud mark across the back of my pants.
Yeah.
Camping with Sasquatch. What's up, bro?
Ooh. Thank you all for joining us tonight. If I missed you coming in, thank you. If you could hit that like button. If you got any questions that you want to throw out there. Real quick for Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Wonderful wanted to join the crew from Michigan.
I will join.
So we're going to be adding Mr. Wonderful. He's already been out, passed the test. So
I passed the test. I also think I thought so when we went out. I don't know if you remember when we were in that big open field area. That when I said I heard like giggling in that.
yeah,
I think I got it on video.
awesome.
So I'm gonna try to find it and send it to you.
All right,
I've been trying to find it, and then once I do, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I was supposed to send it to somebody, and then I forget to do it.
Yeah. So we'll have Michigan covered. He's out there doing some work. So if we get something in from Michigan,
Yep.
we'll send it over to Mr. Wonderful and send it.
Oh, sorry about that, y'all.
It's the sound of music to me. I love it. I miss my puppy's bark.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're barking at.
Stuff.
Just, yeah. Somebody probably walking by the house.
Everybody's saying hi, Trevor.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I always forget to look down there.
Yeah, I'm forgetting to look at the comments.
I never have the comments up, but I should at least be looking down at what he's popping up.
Yeah.
I'm actually using my work computer, so it's like it's not giving me access to everything because I'm not signed into everything on this computer. So I can't put anything in the comments or anything like that. That's why it took me forever to get on, because I just did the bare minimum as I could. I can't put everything on this computer.
Yeah. Art said that he sent you a picture of the footprints on the bank.
I would take a look at that, Art. Thank you.
Yeah. So what'd you think, Trapper, of that night? With all the prints going everywhere, and
It was a pretty good night. You know, I say a typical night when we go out.
I have to sit down and watch your video. I gotta be honest, I haven't had a chance to watch it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
you put one out? I gotta look too.
yeah. Honestly, I didn't watch it either. I don't watch my own video. I hate watching myself on camera, so
I don't watch my own either.
I don't watch my. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't watch.
We
My
got
videos.
almost 3,000 up, and I don't watch. I've never watched one.
Yeah,
But when I do leave the house, I put the videos on TV for my dogs to watch it. So they're always doing.
That's a really good idea. Actually, I like that idea a lot because it's like your voice going the whole time. It's good.
Yeah, they can hear my voice.
Yeah. Watching the video. I mean, that's the only time I do it is when I'm putting it together. I don't watch it after it's on YouTube. I'll watch the clips and stuff people send in and look at the pictures. But other than
I got some good buddies up in Michigan that do some stuff. Some of them are public, some of them are not. But I'll get the okay from, and then I'll link you guys up if you want. There's some.
It sounds good. What part?
I couldn't tell you from it. I don't
Okay.
I don't know where they're at.
I would assume if it's anything like that, it's got to be way up north, in my opinion. I mean, almost everything goes up north.
One of my buddies was I think he was in Oklahoma for a while, and now he's only been there for like a year.
Okay.
Dean MT's taking a break because his job, he's working crazy hours. So he did put something out for y'all. I don't know if you've seen it on his page. He's just working crazy hours.
Yeah.
So it's like he don't get a chance to get out there.
Yeah, it was good to meet him. We had a quick lunch with him, on one of his days off. It was. I've talked to him 100 times, but when you just. Like even when I met Trapper that night, like he was, it was like I don't know, I didn't feel like I haven't met you before. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's the way I felt. Like it just felt like when I saw you, it's like I've seen you 100 times, a million times.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it was really cool,
Mr. Wonderful.
Wait, what?
They're saying congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm very excited to be doing this.
Yeah, it's nice to have a guy up in Michigan that
it's a good area, really good area.
Shoot you,
So you get stuck in the snow, and then it's.
Well, yeah. I mean, for what you're doing, it's a great area, and
for sure.
I'm sure you'll have a lot of context on the Canada side too. That it becomes a cool partnership. Like I have a lot of people up in the Ontario region and whatever. Like the New York folds right into that part of Canada, especially the Adirondacks and stuff. Like there's just so much overlapping collaborations that we do. Like I guess if you're really serious about it, you do. But like it's ignorant to be like, oh yeah, there's a border there. So like, I do it all the time. Like I try to say like, yeah, I'm here and then I'm there, but really it's all the same spot. It's just broken up by our road or like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh
yeah. Thank you for the Merry Christmas. I hope everybody has a great Christmas.
Yeah. Hope everybody has a great Christmas.
Yeah.
It's coming in hot.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like December is almost done, and I think it's just crazy how fast it feels like it's going through.
It's coming in hot.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going to be dropping for the end of the year. Holy gosh. I hope we at least get a good snow with like a foot of snow this way.
Hey, you'll get more than your. I'm telling you, man. It was just across. I wasn't gone from your place 20 minutes before that shit was smacking me in the face, and then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And like after 3 hours of it, I was just like, I wasn't making much progress. And I was just like, screw this. Or at least it didn't feel like I was.
Yeah. Lori says,
There
"Hey,
was,
what
there was
happened?"
a good foot. I mean, even where I was at overnight, I was only there for like a 12-hour period or whatever it was. I forget exactly, but it like a foot dropped over that time. And yeah, I was just praying Pennsylvania was going to get their shit together and get some plows out.
Yeah. It's like hit all around us. I mean, it snowed in Ohio. Don't get me wrong. It
Yeah.
snowed in my area.
Yeah, the snow's sitting up on Lake Erie is where the snow's staying up too.
Well, it did snow. The first night we were out, it started snowing, but it didn't stick much. But it was actually a perfect amount because we were able to see right away when we got it in a little bit and whatever. And you're kind of like just like feeling out the area, and obviously you look at the ground and you could just see this fresh warm ass track going down, and then a couple of them going in, and it was like, well, there's deer, but there's also some other shit, and it's like, all right, I guess we're gonna and then there was that like wall of a nest in like three directions, and I don't know. You'll get to see it, guys.
Oh yeah. Lori asks, "What happened at the end of the camping when you jumped and I jumped? Was that at the picnic table? Something got thrown, and then something took off with the glow stick, if I remember right. But I jumped because something got thrown and actually hit the car. And it made me, it makes that boom sound. And, being quiet, you don't know what's going on, but they were all around us. You'll see that. I'm actually going to rethrow some of that footage back up since it got released back to me. So, but I couldn't do nothing because I had a block for 6 hours. I couldn't even touch the account for 6 hours.
So I'll tell you from firsthand experience, guys. He's on there all day, every day, working hard. He was pissed about those 6 hours.
They just want me to do all this
Yeah.
other stuff, and I'm not doing it. So.
Oh, it's all made to make you like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're onto something, and you got people listening, and there's a lot of different tactics that'll be thrown at you.
Right. So stick with it. You'll see it. Trust me. It's coming. You'll see the rest of that. But I'm going to try to throw out this footage again. Tomorrow's video of all of us together. Excuse me.
Usually, this is a good question.
Go ahead.
No, you could. If you have an answer, no. But I don't think it's Sasquatch that does that, because I've seen 100 times where they're trying to put life back into dead trees. So I don't think they're the ones. And if it is one, it's one that wants to make a statement for some particular reason, and it's got to be out of aggression or something to effect. Because most of them are like forest stewards, if you will, and they're like, they care about just the way you vacuum your floor. Like that's how they take care of the forest in a sense, right? But
right,
we saw one, and I called everyone over on the walkie-talkie. But we saw one. I don't think Trap was there yet, but there was looks like an uprooted tree, a big one too, and it looks like it was broken. Like half of it was like broken off, and this is a big around tree, slammed into the ground upside down. Now I've heard different reasons why they do that. I don't have that information. I don't know. So I mean, I don't. I've had telepathy happen to me, but I've never had any on that particular thing. I don't.
right.
I don't want to sit here and just fill in gaps with fluff that I don't know about.
Right.
Yeah.
Not yet, Derek. I am working on it. It's probably gonna get put together this weekend.
Yeah, I can't give you much on that, Heather, because I would be telling you it's something just out of the air. I have no idea why they would do that. But I can tell you on this video coming up, we found a tree that was ripped out, picked up, and jammed upside down.
Yeah, I thought I was bugging out when I saw it. I'm like, oh, let me just get some second opinions here.
Yeah. But again, on this video, I tried to circle some things, but you're all really going to have to pay attention because, like I said, when I circle things, I see the videos getting stopped in its tracks a lot more. And they're asking me not to circle things or
Yeah.
want me
Only if you do shorts, they'll let you do it on shorts usually, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yep. But I don't want to keep everybody too long. Just wanted to say that we had a great time, and I want to thank everybody that donated and everybody that's here.
Yeah.
Make this happen. There was a lot of curveballs thrown in there for everybody, but we got it done. And
yeah, I would have ran out of gas money on the way there if I didn't, if we didn't have the help. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
And then I had that curveball on the way back with the having to stay somewhere that I didn't count for, and it's I don't expect anybody else to pick up that hit, but it just sucks, So everything that was donated was very, very appreciated. That's what I'm getting at, I guess, right?
Right. Thank you all so much. It was a great time and a great experience, and
yeah,
y'all got it. You're all going to get a great video out of this from all of us.
Yeah. If we could have extended it somehow, I'm sure we would have. But it was a great time. Just even just hanging out and just kind of just debriefing with everybody and just shooting the shit and like just hearing everybody's like, because there's a lot of stuff that when you're out there, there's a lot of stuff that happens to you and then just goes kind of by the wayside, or or you don't get to see everything that somebody talks about. So there were things that you guys were telling me that I didn't even know about, and I was like, oh shit, like I didn't know that,
Yeah.
which it can also lead to further things, like we talked, Jack, and you're going to be doing something in the future. I'll let you unload that when you want to, but I think that'll come out great. And
Yep.
it was a great time.
Yeah. Yeah. Great experience. Very active. I mean, Ohio and PA and Michigan, I believe these areas are active right now because of fresh water.
Yep.
And
It don't hurt. Don't hurt.
going on around the world. I mean, you look at the United States, there's fires in Canada, there's flooding going on, and everything is pushing everything up and over. So, drones, that was the next one. I skimmed by it, but someone asked about what do we thought about the drones. Pepper, you might be able to give us a little insight on that. What are you hearing?
I'm not hearing much of anything. Yeah, I'm not hearing much. I'm not hearing much about the drones. I've been doing some research on it, watching some YouTube channels on it, talking to some people I know that are really credible, people that know about this kind of stuff. Everybody's pretty much that I know is pretty much all up in arms about it all. They just don't know. I mean, I can go on and on about conspiracy theories and all that, but I don't want to do any of that. I mean, I want to know the truth, and I try not to go down the path of conspiracy theories. Try to stay away from that path.
Yeah.
The thing is, they've been there the whole time. It's just now all of a sudden people are looking. It's such a domino effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I mean, whatever. You get my drift.
Yeah.
By the way, I will say T-Mac already did answer that question. It all depends on where you go. I mean, for camping in Michigan, I mean, you can get there's some spots you can go that are free for camping. You just gotta know where to go.
Yeah, camping with Sasquatch is awesome. He travels a lot and hits different spots in different states. He was one of the guys I was mentioning earlier. I didn't want to blow up his spot, but since he said he goes there, but he's a good guy to link up with. If you got some good spots to go to, he'll post up with you. And then there's some other guys over there too. But yeah, yeah, like you said, I mean, it doesn't hurt to talk to the locals when you're going somewhere.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
right.
you guys can get down this way at some point.
I would love to get over to New York area.
You know my plan.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Are we in the New York of the Jets side, New York Giants side, or New York Bills side?
I don't discriminate. I don't care. I have a Giants tattoo. If that gets that answered, but yeah, I'm not really a Jets guy. I am an Aaron Rodgers guy, I guess a little bit. I'm definitely an Adams, Devontae Adams guy.
Oh,
But the Bills, the Bills are rolling right now. It's hard not to get on that bandwagon. It's hard. It's really hard.
I've been giving out applications for people to join the fan club.
Technically, they're the only team that actually plays in New York.
Yeah.
The Jets and the Giants play in Jersey.
Tamara says, a stinky subject, but I never hear anyone finding possible Bigfoot scat. That's funny that you say that because I think we found some
This guy does.
and recorded it.
Yeah. I think it might have been urine or there was a couple of times where I found, but that one time it was like in the base of a big tree and it was like up here leaking down. So it almost looks like something was up in a tree, probably about, maybe at 7 foot was where the V of the tree was. It's big. Like it was like 3 big trees and you have that spot. It almost looked like something stood up there to go to the bathroom.
Right.
And I don't know. It didn't look like your average sap. Or how many trees have you seen that have, things coming out of it? Sap, water, whatever the case is, right? A million different things. But this just, I was thrown back by this. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Someone might have an answer. Like, I don't know. I got all sorts of people on my team. Like, I got botany experts, rock experts, all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I go to expert trackers, bushcraft, whatever. I go to them with structures, footprints, everything. Here. I don't care if you explain it away. I just, I want to learn and figure it all out. If there's a logical explanation for it, cool. Like, cool.
Tennessee says, I think beings, Bigfoot, giants, does tree work to let others around know who big guy is.
I think I see that's the case somewhere. I think too. Yeah. Like
the sad thing is humans, when you're in a national park or a state park, human interaction, them coming in every day and cutting things down.
Yeah. It's out of sight, out of mind. That's why I promote to go off trail even a little bit, because you can find stuff 20 feet off trail because it's out of your eyesight of the trail, they don't go that far to destroy it. It's only where you walk and where you look. But if you look, there's structures everywhere across trail, and some of them are fresh, But if you find a fresh one, they were just there, They were just there.
Follow your deer trails, man. You want to see some structures?
That's true.
That's the way to go, man.
I mean, because any kind of like animal trail out there, I mean, you just don't have deer following those trails. You got
absolutely
all kinds of animals that follow those trails.
Absolutely.
Yeah. In my line of business, I mean, that's the things I look for. When a client calls me, that's one of the things I got to go look for. Is I got to look for game trails.
Yeah.
And they're just the smallest little game trails. They don't have to be very big. What I'm looking for. So, I mean, all sorts of animals travel those trails, all kinds.
Yeah, deer just leave very blatant, like You know, and they have hooves. They have hooves. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? And four of them. Like, so they dig in pretty deep. But of course, yeah, you're right. Like, there's so much stuff overlooked that I see quite often. I'm sure you see it even more often. You know, because you know more better than I do.
You're right. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna cut this short. I don't want to take up everybody's time. I know, man. I know everybody's crazy busy for the Christmas time. I know, Trapper, you got a lot of stuff to do. LIB, you just got back in town, so I know you're busy. And I just want to give everybody an update, a little Christmas thing. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and we'll see you before the New Year's. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for making that happen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been possible without you all.
No, yeah, would not.
And thank you for being here with us. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful, welcome to the team.
I appreciate it.
Here tonight.
Well, I thought you were already on the team, so welcome. Man.
I mean, kind of like you just made the spot for myself, but
Jack, they talk about you quite often. So
yeah,
I'll have everything. Hopefully, everything made, the channel made at the end of this weekend, and I can get that started and throw it into here,
nice.
so everyone can start looking at the videos.
Don't rush it like I did, because then you'll be, 7 years down the line, you'll have just a mess of stuff.
Just send me your footage, take your time, and I got a couple places to send you.
Okay, I got you.
And just to let everybody know, my video is already out from that night with LIB. My video is out. I put it out, I think Sunday. I think Sunday I put it out.
Yeah.
That is out.
Check it out.
I didn't get the letter in the mail for the camping invite, so kind of feel left out a little bit. But it's all good.
There's still more camping to come. We're not done yet. I need foots of snow.
The plan is I'm going to try to come back up in March.
Okay. I mean, I know the cameraman and I have been talking about hitting a couple places, I know we talk about a camp out every year, but we actually have a place pinned down now that we want to look at, where I've had some experiences and not even know I had experiences. It's where I do a lot of backpacking.
Right. Yeah.
Back in those days, I was not even into it. I was just backpacking, but I knew something was following me. It could have been anything. Could have been a cat. Could have been anything. But there's a lot of sightings. A lot of sightings out in that area. So
that don't hurt.
Yeah.
And that'd be a great place also for LIB, because it's almost a halfway point, I think. Meet up with us.
Yeah, I'm always down. Yeah, I don't care. I'll go anywhere. I went to Florida on a whim, the time before this. It's just 3 days of planning.
Wow.
Tim says, spirit talker. I had an opinion on that. When a person uses it and he hears a voice without using spirit talker, used through the camera cleaners as a day, put it on YouTube for what? That one's hard. I don't really use a spirit talker. I'll use it here and there. Depends on the area and what the area brings. Like Claim 3, sometimes I'll use it, sometimes I won't. Claim 4, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't.
I'll tell you this about that app. I messaged them and asked them specifically, does this thing talk Latin, because it's talking Latin to me? Or do you have a word bank of so many words and it's what it repeats? Because I'm getting a lot of repeats and I don't like them. And they're like, no. And I said, okay, is it listening and doing that thing that most apps do, like algorithms that hear you talk about a motorcycle today and then you get a Harley Davidson commercial? Is it doing that? And they're like, no, we don't. It doesn't do that either. So I'm like, all right, because I had that thing come through with some, a lot of demonic words and this and that, and I don't want to speak them. especially this close to Christmas. But it was just like it was weird to me, you know. But it's according to them, it's it's an honest app, which is pretty cool for free to be able to get it. But it's a risky business, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know what you. It's so hard to trust apps these days. I mean,
Yeah, even just spirit talkers in general, just you don't know what you're inviting in necessarily to if you know really really well how to use like how to cleanse your area before and after, or after because maybe you don't want to before, but it's a very tough process, very very tough process.
You go knocking on doors, you don't know what's going to answer.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. But all right, everyone, happy holidays. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got some good stuff coming. Video
Right.
up tomorrow. Bruce, thank you.
Nice.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
guys, if you're members, you get a free milestone thing every month. Flash it up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
And yeah, anything else? Anybody got anything to say?
No, I'm good. I'm sure there's a million things we could say, but
Oh yeah.
we'll let everybody go.
Yeah. Love you, man. Thank you for coming out, coming in, Mr. Wonderful.
Back at you.
Coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Everyone, go check out their channels, except Mr. Wonderful's.
yep. Little delayed.
Yeah.
So,
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Again, all the evidence from the hunts go on to the Cameraman Facebook page. So if you haven't joined yet, get over there and join. Even if you're a non-believer, as long as you keep it clean, don't down nobody, we don't mind if you're there. Hopefully we can find something that sways you a little bit and go, that's kind of strange. But with that said, I'm Jack the Cameraman.
I'm LID. See ya.
Mr. Wonderful. All right, yeah. Appreciate
Take
you.
care, everyone.
Video tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, long one. So again, I couldn't circle much. So it's up to you all.
Yep.
All right. Thank y'all.